So if you go and Google treasury, there are very many different segments. Actually, all of you guys have a balance sheet strategy, right? Sure got one. You buy insurance because just in case anything happens to you, your next of kin is protected, right? That's a balance sheet strategy, right? It's not an income strategy. It's got nothing to grow your income. A lot of you guys may have done your wills or your trust because you're doing estate planning. That's a balance sheet strategy. All of us here by default, as long as you pay yourself EPF, that is a treasury strategy. What is EPF? Put some aside every month. Don't touch it until you're 55. Simple, right? That is a treasury strategy. On an individual level. On a government level, let's go all the way to the top. Do governments have treasury strategies? When you hear the word sovereign wealth funds, a lot of countries have it, right? Singapore has a couple. GIS, Temasik's one of them. Two of them. Malaysia got Khazanah. So when you go and just Google translate Khazanah to English, what does it mean? Treasure. Treasury lah. These are all balance sheet strategies. They're saying that for just in case if anything happens, we draw on these funds. So you think of it as government's EPF. We realize that a lot of entrepreneurs don't think about their balance sheet as having a strategy. No strategy at all. Just keep chasing sales, growing stores, right? Hiring more people, increase margin, look for new products, battle your competitors. But really, your balance sheet can actually be your unfair advantage. Now, if you look at what happened during COVID, where a lot of companies closed, right? You fire a lot of people. Why? Because they're going to make profit? Not true. If you can tahan 6 months, 12 months, your business is still there, isn't it? Because they didn't prepare for it. Their balance sheet had nothing. So it couldn't sustain the business if it got hit. When you talk about treasury, there are two very distinct specific objectives. You have short-term treasury and you have long-term treasury. Now these are all, we're getting to the balance sheet strategy, right? So what is short-term treasury? Short-term treasury is, I need to use the money in a very short period of time. I need it like payroll, I need to pay rental, I need to pay my supplies. Example, simple ones, right? Which means that money is sitting there, but I need to earn a yield. So I cannot have any downside risk. So you have different objectives. Long-term treasury, now in Malaysia, a lot of companies also do long-term treasury, but they also don't know what it's called. So accidental one. It's not strategy actually. Say example, company will say, hey, I need to expand. I need to buy that factory. Then they realize, hey, after 20 years, my factory land is worth quite a bit of money. Accidentally, but it wasn't planned. But what if you had actually planned it and built up your balance sheet? I'll show you how it affects your P&L and cash flow as well.